Hey guys, coming to you live from the studio slash garage. This episode, I don't know what happened, but the back half of this episode just disappeared. Don't know where the audio went. I have the footage for it, but the audio from the camera is just so bad. So I did put the first half because I feel like the first half is a complete episode on its own. But I just wanted to let you know that's why there's no outro or anything. And that's why I'm here to tell you. And it's also a bonus episode because we're still going to have one next Sunday. So I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next Sunday. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cozy and Thriving. I'm your host, Michaela, and this is a podcast where we just learn how to build a life that we actually want to be present for without burning out. That is the most important thing of this podcast, is that we don't burn ourselves out. I'm not a fan of hustle culture. I am not a fan of burning out, and I try to do everything and talk about everything that I do to make sure that that doesn't happen to me, to tell to you guys, if that made any sense whatsoever. So I'm excited about this episode because we're talking about my favorite season ever. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because right now we have that back to school feeling where the kids go back to school. It's about to enter holiday season. It's about to be colder, all the things. And as much as I know a lot of people are super summer babies, for all of you on TikTok that commented on my fall video, how much you were excited for fall, I did not get one comment about it being summer, that nobody else was excited. And I was like, I have found my people. I have found my people. So it's just about to be cozy season. I'm just so excited. So anyways, with all of that, there are just productivity things that we can do to make our lives easier and all the things. And I feel like it'll just be better if I just start talking about it. So let's just get into the episode, okay? Because I think that it's just going to help you. So I want to start this off by asking this question. What if we plan to work around our natural seasonal energy instead of forcing constant productivity? So the reason I asked that question is because I feel like the traditional view is just to kind of be productive all year round, do the same productivity levels all year round, and just be 100 all year round. I don't agree with that. Because even if you look at the seasons, if you look at anything, let's take a tree for example. A tree during the summer is flourishing. It's green, it provides shade, it's providing homes for birds and other animals. And then in the fall, the leaves start to wither, they start to die. The winter, the tree is resting. It's resting. And then in the spring, it starts to bloom again. If we think of ourselves like that and stop thinking okay, I have to be on 365 days of the year, and if I'm not on, then something's quote unquote wrong, then we'll start to see that our seasons look like growth, harvest, rest, growth, harvest, rest, growth, harvest, rest. It's just this constant cycle. So instead of being on 365 days a year, we do things to help our productivity levels in different seasons. You might have goal shifts, your energy might shift depending on the season, and you're able to flow with that energy instead of it being I'm so tired, but I have to push through. You're going to be burnt out 100%. If we start to look at ourselves this way, if we start to look at ourselves as people who rest when our energy is low and we thrive when our energy is high, then we'll be able to work with our natural rhythms and our productivity levels will change with our natural rhythms. Okay, so let's just get into that. Let's just dive into it because I feel like I get it, but it's kind of hard to explain. So I do have my notes here so I can stay on track. So we're going to start by understanding our natural rhythms. I might be different than most people, but for me, summer is the season where I am the least energetic. I feel like I just don't want to do very much. I do enjoy aspects of summer, like the longer nights and having time outside and everybody just kind of chilling and living life, right? But the heat just gets to me and I just don't like it. I don't like being hot, just like some people don't like being cold. I just can't stand it. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to be overly hot. It's just the worst. So these past few months for summer, I've been hot. I've felt like the most burnt out, I feel like, than I have the entire year, just because I felt like I was having a lot more work, but my energy was really low, my motivation was really low, and my discipline was also really, really low. I know that I had some great ideas, but I haven't had the energy to execute. And for example, even though I did do this idea and I did get it out there, it took me a really long time to do it, but I wanted to have a digital product. And so I made the Future You project notebook, and like a digital one. And I did not promote it at all. I didn't ask if anybody wanted it. I just like made it. And like, I've had like, you guys have been loving it for real, but at the same time, I wasn't able to do exactly what I wanted to do with it in terms of like promoting it and talking about it and all the things, just because I was so over it. I was just like, I need to put this product out. I don't have the energy to make content about it, talk about it, all the things. I finally did, and I'm glad that I did, but it definitely took me a long time to get there. The productivity for that was not as high as I wanted it to be. Side note, I forgot to tell you to get your drinks, but I'm drinking a orange cream bubbly sparkling water. I love sparkling water. I don't drink soda, so this is the closest thing that I get to like fizziness, and it's just really good. Really good. Back to regular scheduled programming. I realized that it's okay to have seasons where nothing's happening. I think that, especially as a business owner and a content creator, you're always wanting to keep people engaged and keep people like looking at you. So that way you always have like word of mouth, like people talking about you, word of mouth. You're growing your content, your platforms, you're growing your business, all the things. And I just realized that I don't have to have that every season, every month, every 5 seconds. Like I can enjoy where I am for a little bit, have all of those ideas and execute them later. It doesn't have to happen like right then and there, because there definitely are things that I want to do that probably will come either in the fall or in early 2026 that I'll start to add to my business, but I just don't have the energy right now to do that. And I think that's okay. This is a rest period for me. It is a time to just like enjoy where I am, do what I'm doing, and not have to execute so much more than I need to. If fall is like your summer or winter is like your summer, like summer is just where I'm like the least energetic. If fall and winter are those for you, start setting things up now. That you're like, okay, in the fall, I'm just going to like enjoy where I am. I'm not going to try to do anything extra. I'm not trying to like be this big person and do these big things. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to work my 9 to 5. I'm going to run my business. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to just chill. I'm going to be chill, because guess what? It's the cozy season, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a time to be chill. Okay, it's a time to be chill, cozy. Grab a blanket, get on your comfy couch, and just be cozy. But if that is you, and you have things that you're wanting to do and things you're wanting to put out, things you're wanting to start, I would say use the fall as a time to like expand on those ideas, to practice those ideas, to really perfect those ideas. So that way, when winter or spring comes and you're ready to like hit the ground running, you can hit the ground running, and it won't feel like you're trying to mask your low energy in the fall, like you're not wanting to burn yourself out. I really hope this is making sense. I really do. So for you to understand your natural rhythms and the natural way that you flow, I would just think about like, go back and think about the last couple of years and just be like, okay, when was I not feeling motivated? Or right now, am I feeling unmotivated? Or Am I like thinking into the fall and feeling unmotivated, or like what is it? Like just really go back, think about it, and then you'll be able to set up from there. And then once you've understood how your natural rhythms go, you're going to want to just kind of like read your personal seasons. So this goes beyond like the calendar seasons. As women, we have monthly cycles. So literally, I was like 28 years old, 29 maybe, when I realized that there was literally different weeks for your cycle. And in those different weeks, you're supposed to be eating different. There's literally a week where you're supposed to be resting. Like you're not supposed to be doing over the top stuff. Like you are actually supposed to be chilling out, not doing a lot. And I would just look it up. I'm not the expert. I'm still learning it myself, but I would just look it up because I literally just learned it. I was like, why was this not something that we were taught in school? I just don't remember this. But then you have like weekly patterns. Like for me, Monday, I'm the most motivated. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Monday again. I have to like go back into work. But for me, Monday is like the day that I'm the most motivated. And when it gets to like Thursday, Friday, I'm like over it. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the weekend. So everybody's different. Everybody like has a different monthly cycle. Everybody has a different weekly cycle. Everybody has a different like daily energy peak. You could be a night owl and work like you work so well at the later end of the day, or you could be an early bird. That could be your highest like energy peak. Everybody is different. So you want to be able to read those and know those because you're going to be able to put your productivity in those pockets of time. For me, since Monday is like my most like I'm most motivated, productive, like all of those, that's the day that I will do all of my admin work because I can like get a lot of things done, figure out like, you know, where money needs to go, who I'm working on, like client wise that week, all the things I do that week. So that way, Tuesday through Thursday and sometimes Friday, all I have to do is edit. I don't have to think about like new ways and new creative things to do or just like figuring things out. All I have to do is edit, download, edit, talk to my clients, and that's it. So I take the pressure off to do all the admin stuff throughout the week because I have that high energy at the beginning of the week. And the same with the days. I will try to do a lot of my work in the morning, late afternoon, because once it hits like 5-6 o'clock, I don't want to start anything new. I don't want to edit anything new. I'm not trying to start any new projects. So I just kind of have learned that about myself, that like in the week and in the days when I am the most productive or when my energy is the highest for productivity, I should say.